Oh, my God. You can't time it like that ever again. What's up, everybody? It's high noon here in Las Vegas, so it must be lunchtime with Punchlines. After today, only one more Monday without NFL football the rest of the year, so we're very excited around here. Welcome to the South Point Casino in the 702. This show is a fun mix of sports, comedy, conversation, and gambling advice. I'm Frank Nicotero, longtime comedian, lifelong sports fan, and today's show, well, while we wait for the NFL, the NCAA was back on Saturday, but I think this fan wishes Florida State hadn't played yet. What's up, Andy? Okay, so he looks good. That's one thing that's all right. Everything. I feel like that's a trailer, by the way. Yeah, it's definitely some sort of RV. Again, this title could be a Florida man. But anyway, Georgia Tech, a Florida man, trashed his trailer after Georgia Tech upset Florida State with a last-second field goal. It was a big shocker. Florida State was, what were they? What was the line? 10 and a half. 10 and a half points, but yeah, Georgia Tech won that game over in Ireland. I can't do an accent. What's tink? Tink? No, that's Jamaican. All right, let's move on. Behind the glass, he's not like that Florida State fan. He's a University of North Carolina fan, and like that college powerhouse's colors, he's always bright like the light powder blue uniforms, and instead of loving to duke it out, he'd rather punch his way to producing a great episode. Ryan McCormick, everybody. Yeah, because he hates Duke. He loves North Carolina. And they're in the ACC with Florida State.
I don't know what's going on. Oh, okay, cool. Okay.
What?
My audio is going.
Okay, how about that Florida State fan there? What a big upset that was.
Yeah, first upset of the year. Yeah, week 0, 10-point favorite going down. Number 10 team in the country going down.
Right.
So, yeah, good to get back to football season.
And then SMU, who didn't cover. I didn't bet on the first game because I forgot to get up in time. Then I'm like, all right, I'll bet on the SMU game, and everyone seemed to like SMU, and they barely won. And, of course, I'm sure you're like me. If a team's not going to cover, you hope they lose.
Yeah.
That's what I hope. But they pulled it out at the last second. And then Hawaii went to bed, didn't even remember looking. Hawaii did not cover either.
They did not cover, no.
And that's something they don't do. They don't cover.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Did you bet that game?
I did not.
You did not. All right. Let's take a look and see who's joining us. Ladies and gentlemen, if we had a camera here in the studio, you would have seen as Ann counted me in at 3, 2, 1, he walked in. Like, you can't come in more last second and be cooler than author, funny man, great all-around guy. Andy Martello is in the studio.
Andy.
The return of Andy, who people always ask about.
Yes, I try and do the Jackie Gleason thing. You just walk in, say your lines, get the hell out, cash your check. That's what I'm looking to do today.
Is he getting a check? He gets a check? All right. Okay, wow.
I don't know. I haven't gotten the last check, so I showed up on spec, so I'm just here for fun. Yeah.
What'd you do over the weekend? Anything exciting?
This is going to sound funny because it actually is.
Okay.
I saw Christopher Cross in concert.
Sailing.
And I remember, think of Laura, all that.
Well, I mean, Ride Like the Wind is still. Every time I hear accused and tried and told to hang, that's the best line.
No, Liz, my girlfriend, she had seen him last year and literally she offered me the opportunity to go last year.
Okay.
And I mysteriously had a case of I don't want to go. It was over.
I'd rather not.
24-hour case. It was all done. She comes back from the show and quite literally cannot stop raving about how good a show is. Like the musicianship is fantastic.
Okay.
And I said, you know what? Tell you what, if he comes back, I will go. And he came back and I went. And you know what? She didn't oversell it.
Wow.
You're not getting this jam-packed. You're getting the greatest hits package and then some.
Doing Arthur's theme. You got,
you're only going to see maybe one human being capable, not just willing, capable of getting up and dancing in the aisles. Because, the average life.
This was my age group, too.
Average lifespan of Christopher Cross is dead. So, but it was an outstanding show. I can't even pretend it wasn't.
Where was Christopher Cross?
Was at the Pearl at Palms.
Yeah.
So
okay.
It was very good. And he did a great job.
By the way, so this is Christopher Cross on his first album, which won like 6, 7, 8 Grammys.
Yeah.
Swept the Grammys. There's no picture of him on the album. It was a picture of a flamingo.
Just a flamingo.
He's not the most camera-friendly looking performer.
No, and there's a meme.
Get out of my brain, Andy.
Yeah.
Crawl out of it. You're going to go with the Jack Black thing. Do it.
I'll let you go ahead.
No, say it. No, do it.
Do
it. No, I want you to.
There's this great meme where
I was going to say this.
Jack Black, he looks like both members of Tenacious D at different points in his career, because right now he does look more like
Kyle Gass. Yeah,
And
if you look at it, I've seen it like a half a dozen times. So immediately when you said you saw Christopher Cross, bing,
that's all you think.
the picture of him looking like
this
Jack
time. It was very strange. If you look at his current photos that for this tour, he doesn't quite look like Kyle Gass. I haven't pegged who he looks like just yet.
It'll come to
but
you.
he doesn't look like three different people. He doesn't look like Kyle Gass. He doesn't look like Jack Black, and he certainly doesn't look like Christopher Cross.
All right. Well,
and he came out dressed. He had kind of like a little pork pie hat and a black suit and pants that were about 2 inches too short.
that's the trend. To wear
that
floods.
seems to be the trend. Yeah, and
Good show.
it was a very good show. I would love to pretend it wasn't any fun. Here's the thing. I did say last year, I would have gone. I should have sent Ann in anticipation of my being here, but I totally forgot.
Right.
I had things to do. That's why I walked in the second we got
Right.
the poster for last year's show. Had I seen that, I would have gone.
Based on the poster, what was the poster?
It was remarkable. Okay. It was this gorgeous, picturesque desert landscape with mountains in the back and a sunset and cactuses. And Christopher Cross was riding in full-on cowboy outfit,
Right.
a giant flamingo.
Damn. See, it's from the first album. There it is.
I would have absolutely
Calling back to the first album.
just to see that.
Ryan, can you name a Christopher Cross song?
No.
You've heard Sailing, though.
Yeah, I've heard
Like a yacht
NSYNC
rock song.
NSYNC
the chorus
covered
of what
it, so
just
you
said,
heard
yeah.
Is he an NSYNCer?
He's definitely of that group.
I think he's even after that.
He's where he would hear like second generation
That's true.
on the radio.
All right,
And be like,
let's move on to our comedy clip of the day. Back to sports here. All right, so this is the Thrashers, right? Or what is it, the Threshers?
Threshers. Yeah.
Okay,
single
so
affiliate.
yeah, this is pretty funny. So it's National Dog Day. More on that later, ladies and gentlemen. The Clearwater Threshers have a new ball dog named Lily, but I'm not sure if she's going to hold on to the gig. Maybe they have a number 2 option, Ryan. So here's our comedy clip of the day. So here we go. Andy, you've worked at the ballpark with bat retrieving dogs. Was it Finn?
with Finn the bat dog, and then Ruin, and also
Okay,
Lambo.
so this dog just goes nuts. Obviously, it's Lily. She's very young. The pitcher, he doesn't care. But then Lily stops.
There the pitch. There it is.
And would you like to read the title that Ryan has come up with?
Unbelievable.
Dropped turd strike,
There you go.
everybody.
So does someone go out with a bag, or
Oh
what do you
my
do?
God.
Oh, nope. It's
There we
twice.
go. Well, that's the money shot right there.
Crowd's going wild.
The dog had an IFP in his ear, and they said, "Hey, we can't see it. Can't see it. Can you turn? Give me a quarter turn." That's perfect.
It did. And
Here's the thing. I saw something online about this.
Yeah.
The caption made it perfect for me.
which was
It's single A for everyone, including the dog.
the dog's
And
the dog's learning.
The dog is just learning. Yeah, it's a developmental league, and the dog is developmenting a colon problem, and it's going to be
Lily is learning.
Yeah, they always say you shouldn't work with children or
Children or
animals,
dogs.
and animals I will always take over working with children any day of the week. Because first off, if a kid takes a dump in the field and it's your kid, they absolutely expect you to take care of it. If
The
a
grounds
dog-
crew, yeah,
if a
they'll
dog does
help
it.
you out.
They're used to that. They're fine. Sure, we'll pick this up.
All right, let's take a look at roll call. Let's see who's in the chat room. We got an active chat room here on Monday. Reno Paul, Nevada was so close to winning on Saturday. I'm going to get to Paul's story in a second. JR says, welcome to Florida. Tommy Green, I win against Hawaii. Very good. Yes, Tommy Green. Tommy Green is the guy who always asks for Andy.
Hi, Tommy. Thank you for asking.
Andy's jacket could have gone for more than the Babes uniform. So that's a pretty cool coat. Yeah.
It is a cool coat. Yeah, I just recently picked this one up.
Oh, it looks very crisp. Yeah, it's very new.
I found a similar one at a resale shop not too long ago, and I just love the thing. And so I said, well, let's just see if I can find anything else from this maker. And it turns out it's like all this stuff came out in 2012. So finding this nonsense
That's
is
vintage.
silly. Yeah. But thank goodness for Poshmark, or whatever the name of the website.
I don't.
But what I've liked about it is it already comes pre-cool, and then you make it cooler by
Add some
I've been
buttons.
adding stuff. The other one I added a military patch from my dad's Korea uniform.
Oh, that's very
and
nice.
A few other things. This one, we've got some. I've got a Finn the Bat Dog.
Oh, we're
I've got
just
a pin of
talking about Finn the Bat Dog,
Dog since.
who would never do that on the field.
No, Finn would never do that.
Keith Lyle is in the chat room. Andy was the youngest person at Christopher Cross.
Not true.
Not true.
Not true. Somebody brought their 6-year-old daughter And so technically there were two people dancing. Yeah.
And Paul, did you only know how to score a ground rule triple in baseball? Wait, did you know there was only one way to score a ground rule triple in baseball? Just learned this and want to share. Ryan, anything on that? Ground rule triple. Oh, yeah, I do know that. I just saw this. It's in Boston. There's like a hole in the wall or something, and it goes for a triple. I just saw this online too, Reno Paul, if you want to tell us. Do you know it?
It's actually when a player attempts to
uses
use
some of the
hat.
equipment. Yeah, a hat or a catcher's mask. Well, it never happened with a catcher's mask on a triple. But yeah, if you try to throw your glove at a ball in the air, you get a triple.
Wow.
Yeah, that's right. Were we talking about this? No.
We might have.
Might have. Also, last but not least, Reno Paul was playing poker over the weekend in Reno.
What are the odds?
And I could read you this, but someone recognized him from this show.
What?
I'm not kidding.
What?
Yep. Hold on. I'm going to read it. Let me go back.
I can't get recognized for working at the ballpark.
Here we go. I was smoking a cigarette. Some guy maybe Fordish said, "Are you Reno Paul?" I said, "Yeah, do you watch Punchlines?" He said he was staying in Vegas and saw the show in his room. I showed him how to join the chat. He saw my 4th of July video. Totally knows who you are, too. I think his name was Ken or Tim. So there you go. Reno Paul recognized.
What's up, Ken or Tim?
One of our correspondents. What was that?
I said, what's up, Ken or Tim?
Ken or Tim, if you're watching.
Hi, Ken or Tim.
Ken or Tim, if you want to join in on the chat like Reno Paul and Keith and all that, Tommy and everybody, all you have to do is subscribe to the channel. Please subscribe to the channel. And then within 5 minutes, takes 5 minutes, then you can enter the chat. So Reno Paul, he's famous in Reno. That's going to be the name of his biography, Famous in Reno.
Famous in Reno. There you
Famous
go.
in Reno. All right, well, thank you, chats.
It's like Vegas famous, only the passive-aggressive form.
Reno.
Yeah.
By the way, I kicked it off. I asked everybody today, and we'll get to the Babe Ruth thing or no? Are we showing it or no? I was talking about.
We have it. if you wanna do it.
Anyway, so I gave everyone an assignment. They had to come up with a punchline. Give us a punchline for, and we're going to throw Andy on the spot right now. Okay. Ready, Andy? Babe Ruth's called shot jersey sold for over. Did you see how much it sold for over the weekend?
I did not. No.
Take a guess.
I'm guessing in the probably in the $1 million to $2 million range.
$24 million.
I forgot to say.
And how much was
million.
that? How much was your jacket?
$35.
$35.
Not including shipping. So
he sold for $24 million. I would have thought the highest price piece of clothing ever sold was blank. Yeah, we're playing match game. So what would you think the highest piece? Someone, I think it was Tommy, I actually thought the Janet Jackson wardrobe malfunction, you would think that would be a lot of money, or?
I would go with, it would have to be the Lady Gaga's meat dress.
It's a good one. There you go. But I think that probably...
No, aged meat goes for a lot of money at the steakhouse.
Aged meat, a lot of people don't realize.
Come on. I go to steakhouses all the time. Oh, and this is well-aged steak. I'm like, yeah.
Is it 20 years old like Lady Gaga?
How do you age a steak and then serve it in good conscience? I'm not a chef, so I don't know. 20 million. Well, that makes sense. Sure.
Yeah, $24 million.
Yeah,
everyone's like, oh my God, you would think they could have sold him a clean jersey because it was dirty. Ha 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 ha. But yeah, it sold for $24 million. Wait, are we going to show it now?
We'd flash it up.
Oh, did you? Wait, that's a lot of chocolate. Why is Sloth from Goonies there?
What does Sloth eat?
Chocolate.
Ruth.
Oh, Ruth.
Oh.
Show it again. Nice. All right.
This show is getting better by the moment.
Again, I'm going to go on record. Goonies, I feel strongly overrated movie. Maybe I saw it at the wrong age. Caden, it's overrated. You love it?
I love it.
All right. Maybe I was too old when I saw it. They've talked for years about trying to make a sequel. I don't know how they'll get Corey Feldman with the schedule, but they should try.
He is touring a lot with his band.
Jason Patrick said he would do it live. Everyone said they'd do it, but
sure, of course they're all down. They're not working.
I know. And by the way, the algorithm of my TikTok, for some reason, I see every Corey Feldman live performance video.
There you go.
By the way, he did a guitar solo, and everyone online was trying to say it was fake. So Limp Bizkit brought him out at a show, and Fred Durst brought a chair out and sat right at the guitar and made sure he played for real, and he did.
That's the cast of Has Been, the musical. That's impressive right there.
Is Christopher Cross in that? No.
Hey, and by the way, Christopher Cross, a monster guitar player.
No,
who knew? You know, he only
he was the session guy with all the Toto guys, I think, when he did. Okay.
It was very similar to watching Crosby, Stills, and Nash, and Steven Stills grabs the guitar and turns out he shreds.
There you go.
What? Wait. Why haven't
Things
you been
you
doing
didn't
this? Why am I listening to this Think of Laura crap when I could be listening to...
Can you name a Crosby, Stills, and Nash song?
Everything you guys said just went over my head.
That was great. Caden, Crosby, Stills, and Nash song?
I don't even know.
Wasted on the Way, Judy Blue Eyes. All right, Andy, let's just move on.
Helpless.
All right, let's go into lines of the night. Ryan, why don't you kick us off with your line of the night, sir?
So mine's going to go to a walk-off win last night in San Diego. The Padres had another walk-off win, courtesy of Jackson Merrill.
I'm so tired of this guy.
So it was his fifth home run in the 9th inning or later that tied or took the lead in the game. So the Jackson 5, this is kind of a compilation of the 5 home runs that have done such of a thing. But if you expand it to the 8th inning,
oh God,
he has done it 6 times. And is now
Janet Jackson, second mention of the show for some reason,
and is now tied with Frank Robinson for the most home runs to tie the game in the 8th, tie or take the lead in the 8th inning or later. So 1956
for a single season.
Frank Robinson, yes,
with Frank Robinson, who's a Hall of Famer, 586 home runs. Frank Robinson. It's one of those things that was in my baseball book that I have memorized.
Memorized every stat.
And I can name the 4 top 10 hits of Christopher Cross, which I think we already did. Anyway,
I think he had 5.
Is it 5?
Maybe.
Okay.
But he also has an Oscar. Who knew?
For Arthur. There you go.
Yeah.
I'll tell you my Arthur story after the show. So anyway, Jackson Merrill scaring me because, as everyone knows, I have a futures on Paul Skeens, and these two are like this. Skeens had a dominant performance, but this Merrill kid keeps getting clutch, and he's up to about 19 homers now, I'd say, and about 70 plus RBIs. He had 17 and 69 last I looked. Then he had a homer. So I'm going to say he has 19 and 74. Something like that. But that's scary for a rookie who's 21 years old. And he's playing in a pennant race, which Paul Skeens is not. So that scares me.
That makes a difference.
I have a $10 bet that would pay $320. I mean, I'd like to win
guess
that.
the only way to know how this is going to work out, which one was the under?
Jackson Merrill wasn't even on the list at the beginning of the year. So
that's as under as it gets.
What are his stats? 289?
288.
Okay.
What was your guess on the homers?
19 and 73.
19 and 72.
Okay, I went one over. I gave him an extra one.
Well done.
I looked last week. My memory from last week, I called back to. All right. Brooksgate, our friend Jordan, who's been on the show, we're going to have to get him on again during football season, who compiles the weirdest and greatest lists of random things like major league teams' proximity to a Costco or a liquor store or a dispensary. He
posts the facts people really want to know.
Ryan and I are obsessed with them. So hashtag punch Frank Nicotero is the hashtag for this one. This is every team's Twitter hashtag / catchphrase. And he ranks them as the best. Now he goes with Jeff Parle's favorite team, the Mets, as first. Hashtag LGM. Let's go Mets.
Let's go Mets. Yeah.
Okay. And then he's also got okay, the Pirates, he has about what, 21st?
21st, yeah.
Which is Roberto Clemente. It's fitting. Hashtag Let's Go Bucks. That's a pretty good one. Ryan, sprinkle a few for us.
Well, all the teams that just have their team nicknames.
The Oakland one's good.
So the D-backs, Giants, Twins, Rockies, Royals, and White Sox are 23 through 28 just because they're all lazy.
Right.
And then the Dodgers are right there at the bottom. Let's go Dodgers. And then the Cubs have nothing relevant to the Cubs. It's you have to see it.
That's terrible. That's terrible. Are they last? They're last.
They're dead last.
Now, explain to me, first of all, Red Sox dirty water. Does anyone? We need Matt Never tomorrow.
Well,
tea
if
in
you've
the
been to
haba.
Boston, it makes sense. Yeah.
Could be the tea in the haba. I don't.
Tea in the haba? Ryan doing accents. Can you do an Irish accent?
I'm not doing that.
Can you do an Irish accent?
No. I mean, everyone does my Lucky Charms.
That was good.
That's as racist as it gets right there,
What was and can you put that back real quick, please? The fourth one, was it the A's sell the team?
The A's, yeah. Hashtag sell the team. And it's not the official hashtag of the Oakland A's.
Hard to
I like the Angels. Rep the halo.
Rep the halo.
For the Lou for St. Louis and raise up. He went second with, but that's pretty cool. Raise up.
See, in the days long before hashtagging and things like that, in 1984, the Cubs had the best slogan ever. To this day,
something about the goat.
I will never forget turning on the first. I saw a commercial for the upcoming season.
Okay,
and Dallas Green did a little thing. It was
Dallas
very cool.
Green,
and then it just showed the Cubs logo, and then underneath it just said, "We're working on it."
Well, they did win the division that year.
That year, they won the division. I was like, this is pretty good.
I was rooting for him until those damn Padres and Steve Garvey knocked him out. Didn't matter. Yeah. Detroit Tigers were going to win the World Series. Detroit Tigers went wire to wire in 1984.
The thing I don't get about the rankings for this one, though, is he has Rays up number 2, the Rays. But then there's Tridents up for the Mariners.
Oh, that's very cool.
All the way in the middle, all the way at 15.
Tridents up is actually better than Rays up.
Tridents is better than Rays up. For sure.
Yeah, for sure. Well, we're not going to... Listen, Jordan, we love you, so
My interesting side note: before the Guardians, when they were the Cleveland Indians, he still does, by the way. My cousin, who lives in the Cleveland area, he owns the trademark for Go Tribe, and that was on every T-shirt.
Yeah,
everything.
sure.
And he never.
I think I had one.
And he never once charged the team for it.
But he made money other ways.
Maybe if he did on his own, but he bought that years probably in the earliest days of people just saying
smart. That's wicked smart.
But now he can't do anything with it unless if people start doing retro jerseys that say go Tribe, and then. But yeah, I always said that should have been your retirement. You should have just sold that at some point.
That's awesome. He made his money off of that. I hope
so. If not, he's got something he could leave to his grandkids.
All right, I'm going to do Monday's headlines right now. So here we go. This is the new alien Prometheus. It's not Prometheus, but Rhombus. What is it?
Romulus.
Rhombus.
Rhombus is a shape.
It's a
Romulus
shape.
is not.
Prometheus is its own movie, which was highly disappointing, though. Yeah, it's bad. I agree, Caden. Caden, I can't see your eyes. You're going real shaggy DA on me. All right. So anyway, these are Monday's headlines. Me, Alex. Did Jeff throw one in here or no?
They're coming out of
I'm
an
not
actual head,
sure.
too.
It comes out of a head.
Wow.
Monday's Headlines. Thank you. This is why he's here, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you.
This is why you don't care if he walks in at 1 second to go.
Let me just amend that invoice. I'm gonna.
Well, you got your Palm Pilot out. What was that?
I'm
All right, here we go. Florida State. Oh, my God. Florida State wins by 2 touchdowns over Georgia Tech. That's Alex's headline.
It didn't work out that way, did it?
We're just going to go ahead and put that one back in.
Didn't work out.
And should I put it back in?
Put it back in.
You had to expect Florida State.
I
They were in Ireland, and the top-selling beer in Ireland is Budweiser. And who is going to want to go to a pub and get Bud faster than Florida fans?
The Florida
There's
man.
no way.
Frank Nicotero's headline. I don't know why I just referred to myself that way. Florida State puts up 50 over Georgia Tech.
Wow, you guys went there together, huh?
Alex and I struck out on those two. All right, hold on. This is Ryan's. Uh-oh. This is going to be a UFC thing?
No.
Okay, here we go.
He feels very confident in this.
Whoop. White Sox become first team to lose 100 games Sunday versus the Tigers.
Which, going into Friday, they had 97 losses.
Right.
So they had to lose Friday for 98. They had to lose Saturday for 99. They had to lose Sunday for 100. Right.
That's a victory. Well, I said first team to lose 100. I mean, is there any other team that is going to lose 100? Maybe the Rockies or no,
I'm
Marlins.
Not sure.
But that's why I was like, but you have nice penmanship. It looks very,
thanks.
Very feminine.
They do have the worst.
Okay.
I would think a girl wrote that. Well, I mean, look at mine. Mine's terrible.
Mine looks like Alex's is definitely. I don't do it as rounded.
I think yours is actually
more legible.
Hold on, you don't know this, but
let's judge this.
It's very neat.
It's fine.
Sure,
it's fine.
Block letters, easy to read. Yeah, I wouldn't have made any mistakes reading that.
Okay. Sure. Well, congratulations on putting the 2 garbage ones in there.
And
that one stays on the.
The White Sox have the worst record in 131 games, so it can only get better from there.
Well, I think I have a topic for the Punch Bowl coming up later this week, but the record for futility is the initial Mets team was 42 and 110. I think.
Oh, you're talking about when
Yeah, will they get so the White Sox they played 130, so they have 38 games. They have 30 games left?
Yes.
So they'd have to win like 11 out of 30. So they'd have to go 11 and 19, which I don't see.
That's a big ask.
Yeah, I think they're going to set the record for worst record of all time.
So they're trying to get a new stadium, and the best way to do that is to field a awful team.
Have the worst team of all time.
I almost had to throw some money in the swear jar there, but
it was the 62 Mets. Yeah, had 120 losses and a .25 win.
42 wins.
Yes.
Yeah, it was 162 games by then. Yeah, I think so. But anyway, so will the White Sox win? Will they pass 40? Will they get to 40? Is the answer. Or the question, I should say. All right, that is that record.
They got to win 9 games.
That record is very within reach for the White Sox.
They got to win.
Go for it, White
9
Sox.
of their remaining 31.
Yeah, exactly. All right,
they can do this.
Well, that is a breakable record, so breakable, unbreakable. So we're trying to do a new segment
Achievable
here.
goals.
Achievable
really
goals.
All it is.
We have a new segment. Are we rolling the animation? No, we're saving the animation. Oh, we have it. Oh, my God. Unbreakable or breakable record. So, ladies and gentlemen, I was watching the Pirate game.
That looked great.
That was good. Caden made that rather quickly.
Well done.
And to celebrate, he threw a potato chip in his mouth. So unbreakable or breakable records are always fun to talk about in sports. So
Sure.
I was watching the Pirate game over the week, and they started talking about Joe Nuxhall, who was a broadcaster for the Reds, who the Pirates were playing. Joe Nuxhall has an unbreakable record, in my opinion, but you guys can weigh in on this. He was 15 years old when he pitched in the major leagues, but if you notice the date, June 10th, 1944, it was during World War II, and a lot of players, Ted Williams, a lot of players were called over to serve their country. Major League needed players. So he came up, he pitched 2/3 of an inning, gave up 2 hits, 5 walks, 5 earned. That's an ERA of 67.50. Now, he went back down to the minors, came back up when she was, I think, like 21 or 22. Many years later, he ended up winning 135 games, and I think he's in the Hall of Fame for broadcasting with the Reds. But he was 15 years old. My question to you, breakable or unbreakable, Andy, will there ever be someone younger than 15 years old in the major leagues?
No.
No, never.
No, not anymore. Yeah, if
There's
this
no
were
way.
even like 1980s, 75 to like 85.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they were still drafting, high school players for basketball. They
Yeah.
were,
Not anymore.
I don't think so anymore.
15.
There's too much unless if the kid is throwing, he has an ERA of 0
Yeah, and he's striking.
for like his entire high school
Yeah.
or junior high years. I don't see anybody even looking at it.
There's no way.
Too difficult.
It's like, oh my God, I got to start tonight against the Cubs. Oh God, I have homework.
It's possible.
My biology finals tomorrow.
That's right.
Do I study the Cubs lineup or frogs? I don't know. Ryan, that's unbreakable.
Yeah,
correct?
no. 15
Never
is
gonna happen.
is a sophomore in high school. There's no chance.
Jackson Merrill's what, 20?
I remember Bob
21.
Feller was
Yeah.
in that.
Bob
age
Feller
group.
might have been a
Yeah,
high
he,
teen.
He was like 15 or
I think
16,
Gooden
but I
was-
think it came down to days and months that they.
Yes,
they
it did.
had to
I
break
think
it
Doc
down,
Gooden
yeah.
was like 19 too. But again,
But yeah, I can't see them ever bringing in another
never going to happen
teenager at a major league level. No.
Ryan, do you have a breakable or unbreakable for today?
So obviously we could go to Fernando Tatis Sr. for hitting
I think so.
2 grand slams
It's a good
in one inning, but
2 grand slams in 1 inning. To break that, you'd have to hit 3,
yeah.
which would mean a 20-run inning. It's never going to happen.
yeah, I think we've talked about that one a lot.
Yeah, we do.
You
But-
have not been to an Aviators game in a while. Come on now. Of course.
Well,
that
the
can
White
happen.
Sox. Who the White Sox have on their schedule?
It's Wayne Gretzky's point record. He has 2,857 points.
Jeez.
If you take away all of his goals, he's still the point leader. If you look at the 2 active most points in the National Hockey League, in Sidney Crosby and Alex Ovechkin,
Right.
if a little less than double their career points
Sure.
is where you'd be at for Wayne Gretzky's entire career.
That's pretty remarkable.
And then he also had 215 points in one season.
That's, yeah.
So Wayne Gretzky is the great one for a reason.
That's also unbreakable.
Yeah.
I will say the Cubs, the Mets record of the worst record is in danger with the Chicago White Sox. So we're going to say breakable. You would think in this modern age with parity somewhat,
Yeah.
what the White Sox are doing, and you're wearing White Sox colors, as I see,
I am sort of, yeah.
it's
I've
truly.
also got a Las Vegas Stars jersey, an old school.
And you guys wore the whales last week, and not a lot of it didn't fly off the shelves.
It didn't go as well. Nothing was going to sell as crazily as the Gamblers did. But
The Gamblers
it
was the
sold
best.
Well. We do have something coming up though. Now they
Oh.
haven't promoted it yet, even though we've been telling them you got 2 weeks. Well, now
Okay.
you have 1 week. The coming Wednesday game, not this week, but
Right.
next week. Alex and I will be on the field, and every time we are on the field or doing a hit pregame, postgame, we will be wearing a different jersey.
Oh wow!
And every time we change that jersey for the remainder of the game, you can run to the store and get that jersey for 20% off. At least that is the plan. That
The
is what they
jersey
told
you
me.
guys wore, or the replica jersey?
Yeah,
Okay.
you can get like if I'm wearing this,
Right.
and they have
Oh,
some
that's
in the
cool.
store, fans can go and get now that it isn't official yet. They haven't sent it out, but that was the plan.
That's
was
really cool.
Every time we change jersey and you see us wearing a new jersey, you can go in and
Will you be wearing a Gambler's jersey? Because I'd love to get a hat.
I was told we can wear a Gambler's jersey, but I would expect it to be later in the game.
Okay.
If we do. If they actually go through with this promotion.
Okay.
And if
Wait.
not,
Oh.
hey, I said it, and Lord knows people in Reno are watching this. So you should absolutely come on down and insist that they buy.
Is that a time frame thing? Like when you guys first to second inning, you guys are wearing one jersey, you could buy that jersey.
If I wear it
discounted?
in the first inning, that jersey for the remainder of the
the
game.
entire game. Okay,
So
I
if I
was with Ryan. I was like, oh, you have to run and get it by the time they
Yeah.
change
No,
your
no,
jersey. And it's
Yeah.
like, no, you're at the cash register.
No,
Son
it's
of
just going to be an increasing thing. So,
Oh, okay,
So if
cool.
I wear something in the 7th inning, you have from the 7th to the 9th
Gotcha.
inning to get 20%.
Gotcha.
So the stuff they really want to unload is what you'll be wearing first.
Most likely. I mean, we've already given them, hey, we have just about everything. You
I
give
love
us
it.
a list of what you want us to wear. If you want, tell us what order you want us to wear it. I don't care. Gary had the idea of us
a good
changing
idea.
jerseys every time, and then Tom at the shop, he's like, "I'll go one better. I'm going to make sure we can do a promotion for that." So,
I love it.
So
All
now,
right.
Tom, you're on the hook. You have to do this now.
All right, we're halfway through the show, and it's a Monday, so I feel like we should show the piece that Drew works very hard on every week. It's our Monday montage. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the highlights of last week's show, cut together by the great Drew Dog with 25 Gs. Monday montage, roll it.
I haven't been to a Raider game here yet.
The tickets they're hard to come by.
They're
'cause
like, I mean,
they're
like,
ridiculously
it's
expensive.
It's like, am I going to eat this week or do I want to go to a Raider game?
Well, now,
Decided to give Matt a little trial run at doing play-by-play on some video game football.
Dropping back, rolling right, looking to the outside. He fires. It's tipped. Oh, it's booted. It's booted. It's picked off at the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Falcon!
there. Ryan and I did something fun last night. You'll see it soon. The evening together. I don't stay the night on the first time. All right, here we go. Jeff, are you okay? Because he was apparently, Ryan, can we show us? He was very upset about J-Lo and Ben breaking up. He seriously sent Ryan and I a text the other day, a group text when the story broke. Ryan and I that night were at the Raiders game, and he's like, did you see the text from Jeff? This is the popcorn if you go see the new Alien movie. So ooh. Sorry, Kate, I've already almost broke it once.
A few moments later.
Oh, God.
I think you just threw the whole
Kate,
thing out.
it's hard to put a round thing on the round stool. I should have just, it's fine. I did not have takeout. Whoa, okay. Did I swear? Did I just get bleep? Oh, very good.
You don't kill like ants or
Ants, no, unless they're fire ants and they're on my private.
Scorpion? Oh.
Tap, and it was a beach incident. Scorpion. And she had the mustache on, which makes it a little weird. Because you're like, oh, it's looking down. Oh, she looks like my Italian aunt. So, again, I want to say when you ride a hog, you can get there, you can split traffic. Bumper to bumper. Me, like Tom Cruise in Mission Impossible.
The most overrated burger in the country is Whataburger.
Say it, Jeff, get out of my brain. Crawl out of my head right now.
I'm not allowed in Texas again, partially because of that take, but it's just not good.
Bag for
A
under 50
jock
pounds.
strap and my jersey. That's all I need. I don't need no helmet. I'm from Pittsburgh. I'm a Steelers fan. The Steelers are
sorry to hear that.
I Met Your Mother was one of my favorites growing up.
I was waiting for Ryan because he wasn't on a hog like myself. How much for soda? Zero. Hog. I'll do a beat poem. And could we dim the lights so it's like beat? Perfect. Oh my God. Parlay! 3 teams must win to cash. Teasers don't do for suckers. Frank makes donations at South Point. Doesn't bet well. Gambling, fun, sports, entertainment, punchlines. That's it. Thank you, Leslie.
Thank you.
Ryan, would you like some punch?
I would love some punch.
Okay.
Right?
Very odd look for me. Okay, Kane, you want some? I have a missed call from Ryan McCormick. When did you call me?
Right after you said it was call an elderly person day.
Wow. What's that?
Senior discount there.
I don't know. Okay, who's calling? Now Frank Murgy's calling. You son of a...
Are you okay there?
The ice was for comment. I'm upset about J-Lo and Ben. Outstanding job, Drew
Excellent.
Dog. That's one of the best ones in weeks.
Well done.
A lot of fun stuff on the show. We appreciate you watching our punchies. Thanks for always being here. If you're new to the show, subscribe. You can jump into the chat. JR, yes, Cy Young, 511 wins will never happen.
Yeah, that's the most unbelievable.
315 losses, that won't happen. Christy Mathewson or Walter Johnson has 110 shutouts. That's a complete game. That'll never happen again.
That's probably never.
If somebody gets to 15 career shutouts, that would be something else. It's
if
Christy
pitchers get
Mathewson
to 15 career innings these days,
Yeah, right.
I'm shocked.
Very good, Andy.
Yeah.
Also, Keith Lyle points out that Butch Weiniger, I remember Butch Weiniger. He played for the Twins. He played at 18 years old. So I think that's probably the youngest. Very good. Good stuff. Robin Yount was an 18-year-old rookie also. All right. And he says Frank likes to ride hogs. Yes, it's a Vespa, but I call it a hog.
It's a Vespa.
Ladies and gentlemen, today's date is August 26th. We're so close to NFL season. Let's check and see what silly national holidays we had today. National Dog Day. We all love dogs. National Toilet Paper Day, National Cherry Popsicle Day, and National Gravy Wrestling Championship. And did you throw that stuff into the machine's down? Oh, God, ladies and gentlemen, the machine isn't working. It's also Macaulay Culkin's birthday. Thank God that I combine them all at home every day.
Oh, goodness.
Just for this case for a backup.
I was worried that we wouldn't get this.
The AI isn't, so here's me combining all those days at home.
Beep, boop, bop, boop, beep, boop, boop, boop. Is it?
Okay. That's okay. So here's me as a backup. I always do this in case AI isn't running. Here's me doing all the days together.
Oh, I see how this works. Oh, I see.
And just check your messages, Andy.
See
if Gary got back to you about the
you don't need any of this
about
stuff.
the jerseys. So anyway, if the AI doesn't work, okay, here we go. All right, it's National Dog Day. It's National Toilet Paper Day. Toilet Paper Day, Cherry Popsicle Day. And then I dump gravy. It's Gravy Wrestling Day, ladies and gentlemen. And I thought the dog would want to.
There's gravy here. Scooby, you want some gravy? Who wants gravy?
I don't know why my voice is this high pitched.
Free gravy.
He didn't want the gravy. There, Scooby.
Popsicle Day.
Okay, that's just.
Oh my goodness,
I'd
that's
like to go back to when I couldn't.
yeah.
By the way, I forgot to go. Oh!
Not
Since it's Macaulay Culkin's birthday, if he watched that, he'd go like this.
not for nothing. The ASPCA is actually they're texting me. Hey, you're sitting next to Frank. Can you cuff him?
He never ate the gravy. He's fine. Everything's fine. Actually, Kane, you did put him into the AI machine. All right, let's see what we got. If we have the sound effect or not, it doesn't matter. There it is. All right, so Dog Day, Toilet Paper, Cherry Popsicle, Gravy Wrestling Day.
my.
Okay, is that a dog using toilet paper? With
Yeah.
Macaulay Culkin. How old do you think Macaulay Culkin is today?
140
140 is correct. Cherry Popsicles are fighting? Why are they fighting?
because they're fighting for I look more like the California Raisins supremacy.
Exactly. And then in the middle, what do we have there?
Gravy.
Oh, Gravy Wrestling. Yeah,
Yes.
that's National Gravy Wrestling Day. I'm not sure what that is. I didn't click on it. But anyway, Macaulay Culkin turns 44.
I'm sending you a text right now, just in case you want to.
Are we at the age where
since
we
we're
have
already
to
looking
announce
at
it?
stupid stuff? I found the Christopher Cross poster for you.
Okay, good. We want to see this. By the way, it's time for picks at 12:37. Punchline picks. And here comes the tune, ladies and gentlemen. We're a minute late, but it's because we had to see that magic that I did at home where I combined them all. I thought it was funny because my voice went high up. No one was really laughing. It's because they watched it like 4
You
times.
were talking to a dog.
before the show.
Nobody uses their normal voice when they talk to dogs.
That's
what
it is.
You have to actually, because the dog needs to make fun of you when you're not around, and that's how you achieve that. You say something stupid in a high pitched voice to the dog, and as soon
Thank
as you
you,
leave,
Andy.
they call their friends and like, dude, you won't believe what Frank just did.
All right, Ryan, do you have a pick today? Or are you passing?
I don't have an official play, but I think in the spirit of National Dog Day
Yes.
and Dogust,
Dogust.
I think you have to take the biggest dog on the board.
Which is?
The Washington Nationals against the New York Yankees.
What is it, 3?
The Nationals at home against Nasty Nestor Cortez.
Yeah.
Plus 165.
Oh, that's low. That's not bad. Yankees just coming out. Yeah, okay. Could be a good. That's okay.
I know you have a different pick, but I was just.
I do.
for
That's
those
not
that
bad.
that like the spirit of Dogust. Nationals.
Okay, well, it is Dogust, and we're only going to get this graphic for the rest of the week. So it is Dogust. Andy, if you haven't been aware of the campaign I've been on, there they are.
Dogust, because it's August.
And I'm picking nothing but underdogs.
Gotcha.
My record has improved ever since Ryan returned, and Alex gave me the tip to break the Pirates losing streak. Anyway, I'm at 8-9. That's pretty impressive. 8-9.
That's quite.
So units wise, I'm up. I don't
impressed.
think I will be eating a dog bone on Friday. I will, though.
Yeah, if you have to.
Out of celebration,
Yeah, do it anyway.
I think I could lose the next 4. I'd still be up if you're looking at units. But today, there's a
have to do
double header in the AL Central. You have the first place Guardians. I almost call them the Guardians.
Go true. Other guys.
So
Go
anyway,
Guard.
they're hosting the second place Kansas City Royals. The Royals are favored in both games in Cleveland. I don't understand, but I'm looking up at the screen right now. Top of the 9th, Kansas City's leading.
So
And look at that. Oh my gosh.
with this,
Yes,
the Guardians
yes.
in the last 2 years in doubleheader days. Well, if this holds,
Okay.
would
Hit
be
me.
1-14.
On losing or just wow? So they won one game, or is it you talking double headers? Like
of the doubleheader,
they've gone 1-14, so 7 double headers.
1-14, yeah, in doubleheaders. And if this
so that's
today,
the number's 15. So that's saying
that's including today's score.
So they're getting swept 14 times.
They've been swept 6 times.
Well, how are they 1-14? Oh,
doubleheader, 2 games.
I know, but 15 total.
So 14. That's including today.
Oh, you're saying they've already lost.
So exclude today. 14 games. 1-13.
Okay, that's better.
Are the Guardians?
Okay, all right, and they lose both ends.
Yeah,
for the 13 losses.
1-13.
But that's losing both games, getting swept is what I'm saying, not their record. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I'm so confused.
So you're saying they've only played 7 doubleheaders when they've gone 1-13, or have they played 14 doubleheaders?
No.
And completely swept?
No.
Okay.
No.
So it's 7 doubleheaders.
7 doubleheaders.
1-13.
14 games of the doubleheader. Yes.
Right.
They've won one of those 14 games.
Okay. One games, not doubleheader. Okay. Monday montage.
Holy crap.
I'm not wrong on this. I was trying to clarify. That's all. We're both thinking 2 different ways.
So now, if you wear the jersey, do you get the 20% off?
You get the 20% off. Okay. Anyway, I'm taking Cleveland in game 2 at home.
Okay.
I hope Kansas City wins game 1. So it makes them 1-14 so they can go 2-14 in doubleheader games. Take Cleveland at home. Don't bet this big, but the Guardians should not be underdogs at home as a first place team. And pitching, is it Fausto Corma? I forget.
Logan Allen.
Did you call me 7 minutes ago?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
To make
it was
during the video?
Yeah,
okay.
I was going to go out of the video.
Well, I have my phone on mute because I'm a professional.
It's just still call an elderly person day. It just never ends here.
Anyway, Cleveland game 2. All right. I hope they don't come back. I want them to lose because, odds are that they would win. If I get this, I'd be at 500. Go Guardians.
Go Guardians. Do it.
All right.
Win one for Frank.
All right. Let's just get to Poe. I don't even like the 100 show clip. Let's just skip it for now. It's not even that good. Do we want to do it?
Oh my God.
How many
it's
people
me,
vote?
Isn't it?
No, it's not you. I wish it was.
You put the time in.
What's that?
You put the time in.
Caden? He's got nothing but time. He did it between deciding what he was going to eat from the gift shop?
Yeah.
He gets a lot of snacks.
They got hot dogs here.
All right, here we go. 100 shows to go. All right, we'll do it. So I made a mistake, sent the wrong clip. Caden caught it. So anyway, Ryan and I talked about this fight between the Rangers and Devils. Hockey game, 100 shows to go, episode 125.
The Devils and Rangers had a hockey game last night.
Okay, they had a fight and a hockey game broke out. That's an old joke. You ever hear that?
Oh.
Yeah, I went to a fight last night and a hockey game broke out. And gets it. It's a dad joke. You need this, Ryan.
Yeah.
I'm giving you
It just
gold.
took me a minute to put it together.
Yes. I went to a fight last night and a hockey game broke out. All right. Yeah. So explain what happened. The game hadn't even started, right?
First puck drop.
Right. First puck drop.
So both teams decided to start their fourth lines. And,
that's kind of an indication to the refs right there, don't you think?
Yeah.
Aren't the refs going, crap?
Yeah, there's actually
So here we go.
Yeah.
This fan footage, maybe this fan knew, maybe they suspected it because there had been a lot of trash talking going on.
So March 11th.
Yes, exactly.
Matt Rempe had elbowed one of the Devils players and got suspended for 4 games. And so this is their first matchup since then. And Rempe's actually the fight in that top left.
Right. That looks like an old Nintendo game, by the way, right there.
But so all 5 skaters on each team were awarded 15 penalty minutes.
Right.
So for a total of 130 penalty minutes.
Oh, my God.
8 of these players got ejected because if you're not in the original fight, you can't fight.
Right.
And so both teams were without their fourth line for the entire game.
Right.
And I mean, you talk to a casual hockey fan or people getting into hockey, what do they enjoy the most? The fact that the sport can fight.
Yeah.
And
which I'm not a fan of, but whatever.
So 2 seconds into the game, the opening seconds of the game, you get both teams, everybody on the ice fighting.
Now, that's somebody's first hockey game in the arena last night.
That sets up.
Is this how we start every game? They just beat the crap out of each other?
It sets up for the rest of the game, and there were more fights later in the game. Plenty of fights now.
All right, there's the Christopher Cross poster.
Look at that thing. Now, bear in mind, the graphics, those are for last year, so please don't go running to the Palms.
He's not there October 15th.
Look at that. Is that not the most magnificent thing you have ever seen?
It's very good.
I actually, this year, he didn't have that as a poster, but he created a jigsaw puzzle.
Oh my!
like
the Stan Musial
like a little
puzzle
jigsaw
last week.
puzzle, so you could do
6 shows in a row
with your family. Yeah,
Right.
And he signed the box cover, and it's got
Did he
that
really?
on it. So I said, you know what? For $20, I will get that thing. Absolutely, sure. I will add that to my I have a signed Donnie Iris album, so
don't
you know,
even.
I'll
Donnie
give it to
Iris,
you if you want.
who played in concert this week over the weekend in Ohio, Cleveland, 81 years old.
Yeah.
And I could show you the clip, still killing it on audio.
Yeah. Well, that's
He's the best.
the day you stop doing that is the day you can't do it.
There you go.
You know, that's how that works.
Okay, Keith Lau, his pick at 12:36. He likes the Royals in Game 2 over the Guardians. He's only doing that to screw me. Who's on first, says JR. Doubleheader, divide by 2 games. I didn't know if he was saying in doubleheaders they were 1-13. The total of 2 games. You can lose a doubleheader by losing both games. Okay, let's move.
Best you can, the best you could do is win both games. The worst you could do is lose both games.
Hey,
and
Tommy,
the middle
he
is
wasn't
you split.
teaching me.
It seems pretty easy.
I didn't understand if he meant the doubleheader or the games in the doubleheader. We got it worked out. Thank you, Ryan, for patience. Logan Allen is from Asheville. Tommy watched him pitch varsity in 8th grade. That's who's pitching, I believe, for the Cleveland Guardians Game 2. His ERA is over 5, but Cleveland's at home, and they're going to lose this one. Although they have 2 outs, men on first. Hopefully they lose. Ryan McCormick, what's on second? I don't know who's on third. And who plays shortstop? I don't give a damn. And that was very harsh for Abbott Costello to say back in the day.
That's right. They had the radio edit where he said, I don't give a darn.
That's right. And the guy who wrote that bit sold it to him for like $10 or $25.
Yeah. And it's in the Baseball Hall of Fame.
It sure is.
But you know what isn't in the Baseball Hall of Fame?
Stan Musial?
Take me out to... Yeah, there you go. That's good. Well done. Take me out to the ball game.
It's not?
I don't believe it is. Unless if that has changed in the last several years, I seem to recall the only non-baseball player or product
Related
thing was Abbott and Costello's. Maybe Take Me Out to the Ball Game has finally been put in there. Yeah.
All right. Well, you know what song is very melodic? The Horns.
Sound the horns.
There we go, Andy. Very active chat room. Joey B, Frank, a dog and a jar of gravy. Social media will never be the same. Thank you, Joey B. Like I said, everyone that works on the show behind the glass weren't laughing a lot during it because they had watched it like 7 times before I got to work. They're like, this is the funniest thing ever.
It was a funny once, is what we're saying.
Scooby's wondering why Frank is using gravy and not the usual peanut butter. Okay, shouldn't have read that one. The Nicotero clip with the dog might be the weirdest thing on the internet. Frank? See, he's LMFAOing.
Yeah, why is he's red fooing?
Thank you. Red Foo was the guy from the group.
By the way, if we're playing 6 degrees of separation, you are 1 degree of separation from Red Foo because I worked with him on Last Vegas.
Oh my God.
Beat that, Nicotero.
I can't. Get that guy a white jacket. Does that mean I'm crazy? No. Okay. All right. Time for Post with Punchlines. Ryan, I believe we're starting off. You told me before the show, and I remember you're starting off with
where we started the show.
Yep.
So Georgia Tech, we showed the game-winning field goal.
Yeah.
So here we're going to look at a Florida State fan reaction at the game. Then we're going to look at some reactions from Georgia Tech fraternities, parties, whatever, on campus. So
They're
here
all
we go.
and
Georgia Tech game-winning kick.
Yeah, this one I saw. Okay, yeah. I remember I sent in this. Okay, there it is.
Oh, my.
And
look at that.
And they just lost. They spent thousands. She just said a bad word.
It's that thin air in Ireland.
It is thin air. And they spent thousands of dollars to see their team, and they lose. But here in Georgia, guy nails it. Georgia Tech doesn't win big games, not since, 1990 when they co-shared the national championship.
They sold a lot of varsity hot dogs.
Apparently they don't sell a lot of shirts in Georgia. Not a lot of, okay, that's like... It's like a pool party, but if they come to the ballpark, they could get a jersey for 20% off after Andy and Alex wear it.
Absolutely.
Here's more reactions from Tech. You would think these engineers would have a steadier camera.
Yeah,
come on,
boy,
nerds.
Nope.
And again, not a lot of shirts.
No.
South, not a lot of shirts.
I'm wondering if perhaps maybe Cops was filming down there at the same time. There's a lot of that going on. I still like the clip you opened with, the one angry guy.
Oh, yeah.
He was a star on his belly away from being a sneech.
What?
A sneech. Dr. Seuss, the sneeches with stars on theirs. I mean, that man was shaped like a...
Did anyone else get the Dr. Seuss reference? You did?
I got it.
Yeah,
You've been
there
reading
you go.
a lot of Dr. Seuss, perhaps.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, green eggs and ham.
Well, I know the Lorax. I know Sam I Am and all that green eggs.
Oh, the sneeches. They got stars on theirs.
Jerry Trevina says, you were in Las Vegas. I just watched that movie with my parents a few weekends ago.
Yes, and you can't find me anywhere in there. I was absolutely the least seen extra in at least 2 or 3 scenes.
Is that with Morgan Freeman, Kevin Kline, or something?
Yeah.
That's not Michael Douglas.
Yeah.
I've actually seen that movie a couple times.
The scene, the one that I spent the majority of my day working was the scene where they were by the pool and they had the massive party and LMFAO was there and all four were on.
Yeah.
So I mean, I spent the entire day, within spitting distance of all these great Oscar winners.
Was De Niro the other guy? No, it wasn't.
De Niro was in it. Yeah.
I've only seen that movie a couple times. I've seen it twice, which is, that's a funny movie.
Now, the director was actually on set for that one, which was really funny because it was a scene that you didn't need the director for. You could have had an AD do
right.
this. I got to speak to him for a few minutes because he was arranging all of the, half-naked party people in this thing. And I was dressed, well, you don't want to see me with my shirt off, so I was a roadie for the concert. Right. And so he gave some sort of little directions to me. And some of the party people, and I just made this offhanded quip. I just said, "Hey, and as soon as you call cut, this guy can finally go out with the girl he's been hitting on this entire time."
Right.
And he walks up to the girl and goes, "Never sleep with a day player," and walks away. I was like, "That's fantastic."
It's a great story.
That's fantastic.
That goes in the book.
Took a little time from his day to make sure this girl didn't get roofied by the guy she just met.
Make that guy feel more horrible. All right, moving on.
Never sleep with a day player.
Oh, God, that's hysterical. Moving
He used classier language.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, maybe he used harsher language, but I classed it up.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
How you doing there? There's a Guardians fan outside. What's happening? He's watching
Guardians,
the game.
go Guardians. Go
We're
try.
rooting for him.
Never sleep with a day player.
All right, what do we got?
So we had talked a little bit about the Babe Ruth jersey.
Yes, we did.
Earlier in the episode.
$24 million.
But now we go to a guy who refused to rip off his jersey, but instead gave a bat to a fan.
Against the Yankees, yes.
So Jose Altuve did a feel-good moment.
Doing something good, yeah. I've always talked about Jose Altuve. He used to be one of my favorite players.
I was yelling at the dugout when Jose Altuve was on deck. And when he was on deck, I was yelling, if you get a home run, can I have your bat?
Look at that.
The second pitch, he hit a home run right to right field. And right after, he called me into the dugout and gave me the bat. He's my idol plus. And it was my favorite thing of my life. I was excited.
Well, he's young.
I was crazy.
Give it time.
Did you believe it when he was calling you over?
No, I was shocked.
As it should be.
That's great.
Altuve doesn't steal, he gives. He doesn't steal signs, he gives. That's a cute clip.
That's great.
It was on the second pitch. He heard the garbage can. He's like, oh, fastball. Okay, and I'll hit it. Boom. He's fine. He's like my height, so I used to always root for him, but then I do believe he firmly cheated.
Well, so what?
Whose voice is higher pitched, that kid or mine when gravy's poured over me?
Yours.
It's
Mine?
pretty close,
Yours.
yeah. I bet
But you guys laughed the first time you saw it, right?
Yeah,
Wow.
because I thought it was Mickey Mouse impersonation day.
All right, moving on.
The thing is, there was gravy on a dog, right? Is that what was happening?
The gravy not got on the dog. I put it in my hand for him to lick.
Oh,
He's
I
fine.
see. Well, next time.
I just wasted a can of Heinz gravy, by the way, for that bit. For you people. But someone did say LMMFAO. So there you go. It's worth it. It's worth it for one comment that found it fun. That was actually several comments.
Next time, you put a little gravy on the dog, and then the dog will have no choice but to clean it off him, and it'll look like...
That seems like a PETA thing.
Absolutely.
All right, next.
So the next one, we're going to stay in the AL West, going to a division rival of the Astros, but another player doing another feel-good moment, and probably earning his spot in the backyard baseball video game.
Oh, maybe this was... Oh, was this all a ploy?
So Salvador Perez makes a surprise visit to a local
neighborhood wiffle ball
in
game,
Kansas City, and plays a little bit of wiffle ball with the kids and gives one of the kids a signed bat.
That's a signed wiffle ball bat. Looks like that neighborhood's doing pretty good, though, right?
I'm actually really glad that they did that shot to show there was more. I was like, is he only hitting?
No.
Is he hitting in a racquetball court? What is this?
I liked that the batting cage in the pitcher's mound, there's a worn mark. You know where to stand. You know where to... But Salvadorable Perez. Who did that one?
No. Yay, Frank!
I thought that was up there. It's no Phone Ranger or...
Headlines.
Devontae's inferior.
Devontae's inferior.
That's so... What's that? Oh, I know. And we had the Vikings talking about bowling, and I went with Vike pins.
Oh.
But Viking pins.
Yeah, that's the natural right there.
I know. I let everyone down. That's Ann's. Ann is in the Hall of Fame now. There's Hall of Fame titles for these clips. Everyone has their respective one.
Welcome to the club.
And I mean, everyone, the bars was set with Phone Ranger. Ryan
missed
surpassed it.
my invitation to that, so I guess you all are in the Hall of Fame.
You can start submitting ones. All right, what do we have next?
I came up with a headline thing that was pretty good.
Which one? A headline thing?
Headline.
Oh yeah, headline. Yes.
Headlines. Boom.
True. Fun. He earned his check.
Oh yeah.
After he gets it.
So now, I guess we could do.
Oh no.
We're gonna do the fan catch before.
Okay, he's calling an audible at the line, ladies and gentlemen.
So another AL West team.
I see what you're doing there. I programmed the segues on
the Oakland A's.
Okay.
Had a fan in the second deck of a baseball game catch not one.
Not one.
I saw this. Yeah.
Catch not two, but caught 3 foul balls in the same game.
Look at that. By the way, the third catch, throw him on the field. My God, that catch. He goes up and snagged it. That's amazing. We've seen 2. I don't think we've ever seen a triple.
Yeah, we've never seen 3.
Was there a title on that? I missed it.
Magnetic Field.
Oh,
nice.
I like that one.
Done.
It's good.
Magnetic
It's not
Field.
Hall of
That's
Fame,
good.
but it's good. It's solid.
Yeah.
Your dog one, though.
That was pretty
You changed from the car right in. You changed it to
drop turd strike.
I think drop turd strike.
But originally
that's
in the
genius.
car you had
Genius.
Was it turding 2?
something like that. I had batting number 2 or batting originally. So no, you polished it up.
Polished a turd.
Okay. All right. What do we have now? I need a sip of drink, Ann. I'm sorry.
Okay, so
you
now
can leave me on camera or not. I'm taking a big old drink.
Now we'll
Let's
take a
all stare
turn,
at
go
him.
to the NL West. We've talked a little bit on the show about what we're going to do for our fantasy football draft, how we're going to come up with the order, and that kind of thing. But the Arizona Diamondbacks had their manager essentially hit batting
Torey
practice, and the furthest distance got you the first pick, and the shortest distance got you the last pick.
So he was in on this, and all the players with him.
Yes. So all the balls that he hit were numbered, and a player had a specific number. So the furthest ball that he hit, which I don't think actually got to the wall, but it hit off the wall.
Oh, he hit them all. The players' names were on the ball, and he didn't know.
So, Merrill Kelly will have the first pick in their draft, and then Jock Peterson was just a little pop-up, so he will be the last pick in their draft. And then, of course, Jock Peterson was the guy. This fantasy league was the one that Tommy Pham ended up slapping Jock Peterson.
It was Jock Peterson he smacked.
Yeah.
Tommy Pham apparently is nuts. By the way, the title on that one, is that you? Snake Draft? Is that eligible? That's eligible for the Hall of Fame. It has to be voted on. That's very good because
Let's
do
get
snake
the writers
drafts
on this.
Yeah, and it's the Diamondback Snake Draft. Was that in the comments?
What? No.
Okay.
Of the video?
Yeah.
No,
okay. Because sometimes I've stolen titles from comments, but anyway. Or borrowed or polished up.
Who's going to know? You just Altuve'd that. That's all you did.
I want to announce again that this Wednesday, the second half of our show will begin the live stream of our South Point fantasy football draft. I haven't done fantasy football in about 10 years, and I've enjoyed life. I don't stress on the weekends, except for maybe if I have, the rent on a game. But no, no. I haven't wanted to get, but I'm doing it, and I'm happy because I'll know everybody in the league. So we will be drafting 10-person league. We're naming the league. We have our team names. I have my team name. Will not be revealed until then.
Wow.
I'm thinking
This'll do.
Punchies will have to kind of leave it up to you. Should Jeff's team name be what I'm about to say, or should it be the league name?
I think it should be okay, go for it.
Red Panda's Revenge.
I think Red Panda's Revenge, referring to Jeff Parles when we were talking about something. He was locked in on his computer and went, "Oh, are you guys talking about Red Panda?" We were like, "Yes," for the past minute.
I'm surprised you don't have a graphic for Red Panda yet.
He did see a picture of a red panda at the zoo and sent it to us, which was very funny. So I think Red Panda's Revenge as a group, I think it's a good league name, but it would be a great team name for him.
Yeah.
The
So
RP,
let us know in
Red
the chat,
Panda's
Punchies.
Revenge, RPR. Yep.
Just have the Red Panda group, then your RPGs. It sounds more bad,
By the way, I have contacted comedian Bob Zaney. I think he's going to help us pick our order. He just had hip surgery, but we think he's going to record a video for us picking the draft order for us. I mean, the show's called Punchlines. We should do something funny, so I think Bob Zaney is going to help us out.
And you have to expect, if he's recovering from hip surgery, he'll be in a great mood.
Yeah, which is you want Bob salty anyway,
That's
right?
right.
Because it's his best.
You just want Bob Zaney to be as irritable as humanly possible. That's where you get the gold. That's how that works.
Paul says Red Panda, no revenge. Red Panda period, no revenge. Just Red Panda League. Tommy Green agrees. Jerry Tavino. Oh, he did. Yeah, Jerry swore a little bit, but that's okay. AJ Martino? Who's that? Mr. Martino? Oh, Pee Wee Herman. Paging Mr. Herman. Okay, go for it, Ryan. What do we have left here in the show?
So we're going to get three things to get you out of here.
Okay.
So the first one is going to be another Brooksgate post.
Oh, yeah.
Looking at all of the beer in Major League Baseball.
I love this one.
So different teams having different beer sponsors. Majority of the league is with Anheuser-Busch, and then the next largest portion is with Molson and Coors.
Yeah.
The Red Sox are the only team with Sam Adams.
That makes
and
sense.
The Phillies are the only team with
Sam Adams, my friend from Boston. Those commercials were very funny. And then, of course, I'm sorry, I'm from Pennsylvania, as you know. Yuengling, not a good beer. I'm not a fan.
Oh, I love Yuengling.
I don't know.
Love Yuengling Dark. But you got to get it in a can or on draft. If you get it in
dark?
the bottle. Yeah.
Oh, no.
But any of the Yuengling beers, if you have to get it on draft or in the can. If you get it in the bottle, it gets skunked because the Yuengling comes in green bottles, and that actually affects.
Lets the light in. That's why most bottles are
too much,
brown.
yeah.
I remember hearing that. I was going to get to that. Oh, yeah. Brewball cleverly went with a picture of poor Mickey Mantle. Mickey Mantle, who drank himself, basically, to an early grave.
Sure.
And also could have had even better stats, but yeah, he liked to party. And then the bat is a beer, and is that from Minnesota? It is from Minnesota because I see the state of Minnesota there.
That is definitely the state of Minnesota.
Yeah.
I'm
impressed
curious.
that I got that. No,
Looking
the
at
state
that
of
graphic,
Idaho.
we have to look this up. Is that? Oh, come on now. Come on.
Drew Dog, there you go. I like to give him a few softballs for the Monday montage to get him a head start.
Make it easy for him.
Doesn't Minnesota? Minnesota? No, that's Montana.
Minnesota
So
has the
does
point
Old
on the
Style
left.
not sponsor the Cubs anymore? Do they not have a deal?
I guess not.
That was the original. They were the first, the oldest, longest beer.
That's what I was
sponsorship
drinking
with-
when I fell asleep at a bar in Wrigley after a game. It was a late
easy
game.
To do. Easy to
I
do.
fell asleep, ladies and gentlemen.
Is
They asked me
Wrigley
to kindly leave and go
Wrigley's
back
in
to the-
Minnesota too?
That looks like Minnesota. It's Idaho. Son of
Okay.
Yuengling is good. I like it.
a damn it.
Well, we'll now go from one of our favorites in Brooksgate to another one of our favorites.
Oh, not a Venn diagram.
In Jay Kuda. So Kuda's Physics, he decided to put together a Venn diagram of teams in the top 10 of ERAs with starters, ERAs with relievers, batting average, and slugging. So the only team to be top 10 in all four of those categories, you see it right
Is
in the
LA?
center, is the Los Angeles Dodgers.
Okay. I learned how to read a Venn diagram properly.
The
Okay.
only teams to be top 10 in ERA with starters and batting average is going to be the Orioles, Royals, and Phillies. The only team to be top 10
these hurt
in
my
starters and relievers,
Too many.
as well as slugging, is the Yankees. And then you guys can kind of find your favorite team and piece together the math. But the Marlins, White Sox, Rays, Angels, Rockies, Nationals, Giants, Rangers, and Blue Jays are not involved, not in the top 10 of any of these stats.
Where are the Texas Texans? Houston.
With Stephon Diggs.
They're in Texas.
Can we go back to that picture? Cuda Physics, that's good. And you got a picture there of Walter Matthau,
Yes, that's of course Walter Matthau. Absolutely.
who in the movie, I believe it was called IQ with Meg Ryan. It wasn't Walter Matthau. Didn't he play?
I think you're right.
I think so. I don't know why that came to me, but that, of course, is
That's
E
cool.
equals
That's
MC
digging
squared.
deep in the Meg Ryan catalog and the Walter Matthau catalog. It's,
All right, we got a couple more. One more.
This will be the last one
Last
for
one.
today. New to Instagram, and you'll be seeing him every Monday going forward because of the Manning cast. Eli Manning
Okay.
is now on Instagram. His first post showed off how he figured out the crop function,
Oh.
being that it's the side of his brother's head in every photo. So
That's
it's a
funny.
picture of
Well
Eli
done.
and half of Peyton's forehead.
He's got as many Super Bowl rings as his brother, who everyone said was superior in every way. He was a better quarterback, but Eli was a winner, man. I mean, he won 2 Super Bowls in New York. To win them in New York, dealing with that press is super impressive.
Sure.
And of course, he stopped the Patriots from winning more than the Steelers. So I am forever grateful. Did I just do this? Forever grateful.
you
to
kind of
Eli?
did. Look at this. Sweet. Make that little noise you made with the dog too. Just,
You want gravy? All right, ladies and gentlemen, that would conclude Monday's episodes. Let's talk about what we have the rest of the week. Tomorrow, Matt and Everett will be here. Tomorrow. Wednesday and Friday, Alex Wright will be here. And Thursday, Jeff Parles. Andy, we hope to see you again soon. People
Sure.
always love when you're here.
Whoever keeps asking for me, thank you, because Lord knows I have nothing to do.
This might be the most active chat we've had in weeks. I mean, we've had a ton of people on there. You guys help make the show great.
That is the power of an Andy Martello on your panel.
Yes.
I tell you what.
David Sanders agrees with me. Minnesota and its famous potatoes. I mean, they're known. Everyone knows best potatoes.
Yeah.
Idaho. God damn. All right. NFL season's coming soon. We're going to be talking a lot of football this week. Sports by the Book tomorrow with Alex and Jeff. Make sure you follow them. They have splintered off to their own channel as well on YouTube. You can follow them at Sports by the Book. Like and subscribe. What did you learn today, Ryan?
It's a lot. It was a full show.
It's too much.
There
too
was
much.
a lot going on.
Anything you learned? I learned Christopher Cross is a good show.
The songs really threw me off in the beginning.
Okay. And anything take away from today's show?
Really high.
Can go really high. Tomorrow, debuting 2 new segment ideas. Oh, yeah. Just wait for Captain Punch, and the ending of the show should be fun, too. We appreciate you guys all watching. We really do. And Reno Paul, I can't believe Reno Paul's still in there after being recognized. He's famous.
That's amazing.
But he's still watching our show.
Hey, Paul, never sleep with a day player.
Yeah. Voices carry till Tuesday.
Till Tuesday.
We won't see them till Hush, Hush, Vegas, Bus, Punchlines, live in about every show. Oh, Tosh.